Skyhawks here. And we are back here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Liam O'Connor. If you're just joining us, it's Johnsburg. The Skyhawks will take on the Cary Grove Trojans. And I've seen a lot of Johnsburg in the past, but this is my first time catching them this game. We get to see a Cary Grove Trojan team that we have become very familiar with so far. Nevertheless, we're set for a good game. What are you looking to see out of these teams today?
Well, you know, after last game, I just want to see a more aggressive game, a more close game, you know, more defense, more ball movement, and I think both of these teams will provide that for us, and it's going to be a good game to watch, just sitting up here relaxing and
enjoying the show.
Enjoying the show they put on for us here.
In the middle, the Golden Eagle facing off will be Joe Bean, jumping with, I believe, to be number 4. That's going to be Chris Walther. Walther loses the jump. And here come the Skyhawks. The Skyhawks are going to run a little weave along the top. Give it right back. Michael Shelton for 3. No good. Rebound. Tapped around. And now controlled by the Cary Grove Trojans. Trojans are in the navy blue jersey. The Johnsburg Skyhawks will be in the white. Inside pass, swing around. What diving play. Joe Bean gets it to Nick Whiting. Whiting moves it up quickly. That's Michael Shelton on the wing. 6'6" forward for
turnovers.
The Skyhawks.
Turnovers are never good early on. You got to establish an offense early on.
I'm going to call a walk there on Michael Shelton for sure. Far side, there he is. That's Zach Bogaro. Wore the sleeve the last time we saw him. Doesn't have it on today. Far side swing. It's a 3 from the corner, and that's a good shot by Adam Locke. That's the first points of this game. First bucket so far.
That's a splash right there.
Joe Bean with the drive. Goes up. He's going to draw some contact.
That's a nice way to start the game. If you can establish a 3-point shot, it can be on all day.
Yep, and it can be deadly. I do remember a lot of these names from last year. Nick Whiting, Michael Shelton, Joe Bean, Tanner Kresick. I think Stark is the only one that I don't recognize for the Johnsburg Skyhawks. First one is up, and that one is good for Joe Bean. Second one is up, and that one falls as well.
And I don't know why, but this game just feels a little more, organized. And as I say that, he launches the ball out of the.
They're gonna call a foul there, though. Inbound under the hoop will be Daniel Schmidt.
We saw him last time. He played incredible.
On the far side there, that's Chris Walther. Gives it up to Quinn Selski. Selski, inside pass to Walther. He couldn't handle it. It's going to go off of Walther's foot.
No.
Oh, I don't know about that one. I'm pretty far away, but looks like it went off of Walther's foot to me. Adam Locke has it now. Or excuse me, no, that's Selske. He inbounds to Bogaro for 3.
You can't leave these kids open. They will hit threes all day.
Bogaro for 3 there. Far side swing, that's Bean. Bean with the ball now. Gives it up. There's Michael Shelton with a drive.
And that was the same move he did before. They didn't call travel that time. And now he steps out.
Of bounds, yeah.
Making early mistakes down low. That's your big man.
Michael Shelton, the 6'6" senior. The trap is on. Pressuring the ball handlers is the key And Daniel Schmidt has it across the boundary line.
And why not? If they have a unlimited shot clock.
Bogaro for 3.
Splash.
Zach Bogaro for 3.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, if you leave them open, they're going to hit them all day. We know this team can shoot.
That one is up, and it is good for number 12, Tanner Kriesig. Kriesig with the bucket there. They're going to call a foul. Inbound goes to Locke. Locke quickly to Bogaro. Bogaro underneath the hoop is going to slow it down and take it out. Kriesig gives it up. There's Locke for 3. No good. Rebound control.
Locke and Bogaro have come out firing.
Tanner Kriesig for 3. He knocks it down.
Oh, man. They're just, everyone's firing shots now. It's like the Battle of Gettysburg.
They are definitely going back and forth in this one so far. 3-ball for 3-ball. Bogaro on the wing now.
That's a big
good
man.
move by Schmitty, but no good. Left to right, here they come. That's going to be Whiting. Whiting gives it up. Shelton for 3. Back rim. Here they come. There's Adam Locke.
Move that ball around.
Adam Locke, a dribble drive.
Nope.
Some
You
contact,
got teammates. You got 4 teammates out there. You got to move that ball around.
Joe Bean down underneath the hoop. He gets stuffed. Here they come
Wow.
quickly. Now they're running. It's a track meet now. Oh, and a pass right to Bean, and here they go, back and forth. Let's run the mile, folks. They're going to call it a charge. Yep, it's going to be a charge on Joe Bean.
Wow. Cary Grove loved that call,
Yeah,
apparently.
They got up off the bench and said, good job, young man. Number 15, Bryce Smith checks into the game. There he is. We had a good shot of Bryce Smith.
Anything specific we're waiting on here?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. 2-1. Looked like they were reporting a foul to the scorer's table. 21
And
checked in for the
I'm
Cary
not
Grove
liking
Trojans.
this fast-paced movement here. They need to slow down. Once you get past half court, that's when you need to slow down. I know they're full court pressing, but once you get past half court, it's your time to, establish your offense. Don't let the defense establish your offense for you. You have to, tell them, this is our offense here.
Daniel Schmidt missed that one. Here they come left to right. That's Whiting now. Quickly to Bain. Back out to Whiting. He'll fire. Back rim, no good. Rebound was in the hands of Bryce Smith, but it was tapped out of bounds by a blue jersey. Out comes Locke. In comes number 2, Jimmy Clark.
Do you get what I'm saying, though? I mean, they're moving too quickly, these full court passes and then quick shots. They need to, relax a little bit.
They're letting the pressure control their offensive tempo, for sure. Far side swing. Inside to Schmidt. Somehow came up with that, and he's not going to have any luck there. Daniel Schmidt had a nice game down low last time we saw him, and he's struggled so far.
Like we said, unlimited shot clock, and they're only using about 10 of those seconds.
Tanner Kriesig for 3. 8 points for Tanner Kriesig, and 2 3-balls will add that total up quickly. We got a 10-9 lead in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks. It's been a good first quarter here, Liam. What have you seen so far?
Well, we've seen a lot of three-point shooting and a lot of, both teams need to slow down and stop rushing their offense because both these teams can clearly hit shots when they're open. They just need to relax and, move the ball around because a lot of these guys can shoot out here.
Yeah, establish your own tempo, I think is the key word you're looking for
there.
Yeah,
it's all about tempo to this point for each team.
All right.
Especially from Cary Grove, we've
rushing,
seen
they're rushing for sure.
They've hit 3 threes to this point, and if they can slow down, they'll hit more.
Inbounder will be Daniel Schmidt. Schmidt works the ball in, gets it right back. Bogaro tries to dribble out of a double
And
team.
there it
and he
is.
won't.
There's that pressure.
Nick Whiting will finish.
And that's why they're feeling pressured. They can't get the ball up the court without a long pass. Get that
Bogaro.
ball up. Look, they're not brick walls. You just keep dribbling.
Oh, bad pass, and
And,
that's going to sail out of bounds.
I mean, give credit to Johnsburg. I mean, it's certainly, stopping Cary Grove from even getting a shot off.
The pressure is staggering. Box and one, looks like maybe a 3-2. Possibly they're going to call a block there on John Walsh. In comes Randy Basdor, the 6'6 senior for the Trojans. Basdor in a limited amount of minutes last game, played a very solid game. Out also comes Bogaro, lock checks back in. Definitely appears that they're running some sort of zone. Probably it looks like a 3-2 zone. And Liam will explain to you what a 3-2 zone is right now.
Well, 3-2 zone is basically you got 3 guys up top and 2 guys down low, and the top 3 guys just guard the perimeter, and the guys down low, they protect the bucket. It's as simple as that.
It's a great analysis right there by Liam O'Connor. The pressure once again getting to the Cary Grove team. They need to get some ball handlers in the game, that's for sure. Whiting with it now. Oh, that looked like a travel to me. Gives it up. Kriesig, good pass inside. They're going to fire from about 12 feet, and that one's going to go. Number 20 checks in for the Johnsburg team and gets on the board right away. That's Bryce Jordan.
Cary Grove has not played awful defense to this point whatsoever. It's their offense that can't seem to get, across half court. And it's
20-9 now. Quickly gotten away from Cary Grove. And they called a foul as well. So they got the bucket, and they're also getting the ball back.
And that's a
Kriesig playing big down there.
They're on a huge run to this point, and wow. All he had to do was give a little toss there, and he just launched it back.
Connor Diedrich checked in as well for the Johnsburg Skyhawks, and they throw that one away. All right, we really need to start breaking this press here and get the ball up the floor. Man, they have struggled to this point to get the ball up the floor. And there it is again. Tanner Kriesig takes it in. He's going to get mightily fouled.
They can't get the ball past half court. What they need to do, dribble at them. Stop. You can't be scared of them. They're not brick walls.
Yeah.
They're other human beings.
Break down this press for sure. I think another thing is they need to work the ball into the middle of the court a little more. They're always sticking to the sidelines. That's a bad idea. Traps succeed on the sidelines the most. Kriesig throws up the and one opportunity. Gets it. 11 points in this first quarter alone for Tanner Kriesig. Has had an extremely effective quarter. So he worked the ball into the middle.
There you go.
Yep, there we go. At least they got it
again,
around.
they're kind of moving too quickly here.
Yeah, I think
we know that's not the pace they would prefer to play at.
No, they definitely would prefer to play at a slower pace. I mean, the pressure is outstanding by the Johnsburg team so far. They can't work the ball inside. They are really struggling here to find their offensive identity so far. Dribble drive right into the center, and he gets it stripped away. Another turnover by this team, and they are not going to win this game turning the ball over this much.
What's the use of getting across half court if you're just going to turn it over again?
Good box out there by Randy Basdor. They're going to call some foul contact there on number 20. That's Bryce Jordan.
Was he throwing bows down there?
He was throwing elbows for sure. Number 5, Michael Rocco checks in. Still running that trap. A heave down court, Brady to Gronk. They're going to call it a walk, though.
Wow. Turnovers. They need to relax. They're definitely feeling the pressure to this point.
Yep, that's a definite. They are definitely being pressured to play a game that they do not want to play. Okay, 17-9 is now the score. We've had some really messed up scoring down on the score bench there. That one's going to be a charge. At a point, I saw 20-9. So I.
It's all good. We're back in action with the right score.
Far side swing. Now they're going to get it over the line. Kwinselski not afraid. Throws it inside.
That's a nice
Beautiful pass. Yep.
And that's a way to get your offense going. That was like a 7-minute scoring drought there.
Jimmy Clark with the bucket. And they fire for three. The answer no good. Rebound Daniel Schmidt. They're trying to set up the trap, but now's the time to break it. Far side, and that's going to be off a lock. That's a crucial turnover. They really need to take better care of the basketball. I would not be surprised if it's a double-digit turnover rate right now. They have not taken care of the ball very well.
At all. And they need to, like I said, I've said it before, I'll say it again, they just need to relax and play the game that they know how to play.
Nick Whiting with it now for Johnsburg. Swing into the corner, that's Ricole. Good play by Whiting to play it like a football pass, and he gets the last second bucket. 19-11 here. Actually not that big of a deficit for a team that turned the ball over a ton.
No, not at all. I mean, like I said, their defense isn't the issue right now. It's their offense. But, I mean, credit the defense of Johnsburg. You know, they're pressuring. They're getting into their heads clearly as they've forced a tremendous amount of turnovers to this point.
Another thing that gets overlooked, every single game we see people come here with their own little camcorders and scout out teams. This is something that Johnsburg saw in the scouting tape that they watched. They saw that the Trojans don't like to play a high-pressure offense. So when they went in to review the tape, they did their review session for the week, and they said, you know what? This team doesn't have the ball handlers to break our press. If we're going to win this game, let's win it by pressing them. Let's force them into turnovers, and that's a really good job by the coaching staff to identify that weakness.
Well, I don't know. I think they could have the ball handlers if they choose to have the ball handlers. I mean, they're just not going at them. They're afraid to go at them. I don't understand why, but they're just passing the ball around and they can't get past half court, and it's going to be an issue moving forward. I mean, it's all about confidence at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if Cary Grove can fight back into this one. Really not that big of a deficit here for how they played. Whereas they were severely outplayed in the first quarter. Right to left, here they come. It's the Trojans. Selske gets it inside, gives it up to Locke. He had a look, but he mishandled it.
And see, they started at half. And look, this is the first time we've seen an established,
possession
offense.
For sure,
yeah. So it's that full court press that's getting to them at this point.
Drew some contact there. That's Kwinselski going to the line. I think they've got 3 ball handlers on the floor right now compared to the 2 they had before. So now they are definitely going after that let's break the trap style offense for sure. Selski pounds out the floor and puts the first one up. That is good. Selski opens up the scoring for quarter 2. 12-19, 7.5 minutes remain here in the second quarter. We just are starting. If you're just now joining us, I'm Brandon Giese sitting alongside Liam O'Connor as Selski knocks down the second one. This is the Hinkle Holiday Classic here on YouTube, brought to you by the Beacon Network, and also brought to you by
Meyer.
Higher standards, lower prices. Inside, they work it out to the corner, Michael Shelton. Far side, that's number 22, Warren Nusser.
Now, defensively, this has been an exciting game. If you're looking at it from a defensive standpoint, and wow,
Michael Ricole, right? That was a
quick release, nice form, and it was just right to the bottom of the net.
I think he might yeah, that was a 3 by Michael Ricole. Far side, there's Daniel Schmidt.
Down he goes like a domino.
Down goes Tyson. In comes Walsh right to the basket. Jimmy Walsh with a good look. Or Jimmy Clark, excuse me. Ricole fires again. No good. Rebound controlled by Whiting. Whiting's going to put up a floater. That one's no good. Shelton with the had the rebound, but Schmidt ripped it out of his grip. And they break the trap rather easily there. 22-15 in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks. Far side wing there. Inside, a beautiful pass, but they couldn't finish. Here comes Whiting, a good spin move. He's gonna put it up with the right. They're gonna call a charge on him. And once again, that Cary Grove bench jumps up and applauds his teammate.
An aggressive and hard-fought game to this point. From both sides, for sure.
Yep, for sure. It's been a very good game. Here comes Zach Bolgaro, a deadly shooter, but not the best ball handler. So let's see how he comes into play to break this trap. Going to the far side there. Oh, and they passed it to nobody.
That's out in no man's land.
Yep, that's not a good possession there.
And this team not too heavy on three-point shooting. They had a couple open looks there.
Warren Nusser here on the wing, and he's gonna fire. No good for Warren. They're gonna call a push underneath the rim, I think, on Daniel Schmidt. 32 in blue, that is Daniel Schmidt. Rico, the inbound.
And I'm waiting for Schmitty to get going.
Yeah, they haven't had enough offensive possession there to keep it in inside. Shelton draws some contact. They're going to call that on the floor. In come the subs. Joe Bean checks back in, and so does Bryce Smith. Down goes Rico and also Nusser. Nusser, excuse me. Warren Nusser. He's been playing with his team for a while. I remember seeing him back when we had this at the old gym. Far side swing, that's Bryce Smith. Inside, they're gonna fire right there. No good, rebound by Schmidt. See, the thing is they don't set up the trap when they don't score. So if you can keep the defensive pressure up, they don't set up that trap quick enough in order to pressure you. Yeah, so if you force a turnover on defense, they're not gonna pressure you. But if they score, they're gonna put the pressure on for sure. Blocking foul there on Adam Locke.
And there was a point in the first quarter where they you know, when they can go on a hot run offensively, that's when they can start pressuring a lot, and that's what's killed Cary Grove to this point. 5
minutes remain, and already in the 1-on-1 situation are the Johnsburg Skyhawks. Any foul now puts them at the line. Rebound underneath, that is controlled.
Oh, he swatted it away. That's Schmitty right there.
Big block underneath. There's some contact, and they're going to go to the line again. Tanner Kriesig this time. Fouls on number 4, Chris Walther. 8th team foul. Only 3 minutes into the second quarter. That's a pretty hefty toll. Tanner Kriesig misses the first.
Got to hit your free throws.
Yes, you do.
Like we've always said, it's really important, especially in games that are close.
22-15 in favor of the Skyhawks. They've had an advantage off that trap, and they knock it down, so that means they will set up the trap this time. A little bit of a broken play there. They're trying to set it up, and it didn't really work out that well.
See, their plan is to play hot potato with the ball until they reach half court. You can't do that.
Oh, a definite push there by Locke. And you can tell he's just absolutely frustrated, and they're going to have to take him out of the game. He's frustrated by the press, and he can't seem to break it.
Not too sportsmanlike there, but
no, not at all.
I mean, I understand frustration gets to you, but you gotta
keep that within you, yeah.
Save it for, you know, your play. Just play harder.
Yep, save it for another time. Bryce Smith at the line. First one is up. That one's no good.
He pushed him into the stands.
That is the follow-up, number 3, Eric Stark. Bogero with it.
See, they're playing hot potato with it. You just got to get across the floor.
And that is another bad turnover by this team.
And it's frustrating to watch because you know what this team is capable of, and we're not
seeing that.
We're not able to see it because they're feeling the pressure too much. They're letting it get to them. They're letting a lot get to their head right now.
Oh, inside pass. Tanner Kriesick gets contact, but he's going to the line.
It's a mental game right now.
This team loves to foul. 4 minutes left, and the Johnsburg Skyhawks enter the double bonus situation. Kriesick, first one up, rattles around, hits just about every part of the rim, and it falls.
Struggling this quarter, just like they did at the end of the first. They're at 4 points right now this quarter. Cary Grove.
Kriesick puts up the second one. That one's no good. Rebound by Bogaro. As you see now, no press. So if you can hold them from scoring on that, down there, you get the chance to run your offense the way you would like. Gives it to Schmidt. No inside possession here for sure. Schmidt wants the ball inside, but he can't get it, and that one's blocked from behind.
He wanted a foul, but that was a clean block from behind.
Yeah, for sure.
He just took it away like it was a cookie from a little baby.
John Walsh was the one looking for the foul. Far side, Michael Schultz.
Big man. The big man showing his handles.
Inside.
Nice little pass there.
That one's well contested, and they're going to call
That's
a
over
foul.
the back.
Yep, and
That's over the back.
I believe they're going to shoot 1-and-1 for that, possibly. Unless they're calling it a loose ball foul. No, they're going to shoot 1-and-1.
You can't do that, big fella. We know you're tall, but you can't jump over someone's back.
Now this is where you could get back in it, knock down some free throws here. You're only down 11 on a game that you've been extremely outplayed in, that's for sure. Struggled to get any offensive identity. 15 points through a later half of the second quarter. That's pretty tough. They knocked down the first one to narrow it to 10. That's Daniel Schmidt at the line.
And he finally gets on the board.
I mean, if they can keep chirping at this lead here late in this period, I keep thinking hockey, late in this quarter, we could see a totally different game here come halftime. Heavy rain has begun to fall.
Yeah, it is pouring out there. We can hear it from in here.
Far side swing, Nick Whiting. Whiting throws a risky pass here.
He likes the spin moves.
Another spin cycle there.
Maybe that's his team's go-to move.
And there's a turnover by the opposing team. Now they're going to set up the press, though. So let's see it now. I'm looking at halftime for these guys to try to establish some sort of break for this press because it's not anything that's too crazy. I mean, look at all that room in the center. They're just not attacking it.
They had 5 guys. They had 5 guys down here. If one guy were to go, he's wide open at the basket.
If we had the telestrator, I'd draw it up for him right here.
I really just want to take my pen and
start circles and stuff on the screen, right? They're going to the line. Tanner Kriesick now.
And they're in the double bonus, correct?
They are indeed in the double bonus. Kriesick first one's up, and it hits nothing but the bottom of the net. He's had a great first half, 14 points just in this early stage of the game. Kriesick, the second one is good. He leads all scorers by a wide margin, that's for sure. There you go, work it to the middle. And now that's going to put him at the line. And 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
You know, if you keep reaching, eventually they're going to get the call.
See how they work the ball to the middle there? Yeah. Okay, so since we don't have a telestrator here, let's try to draw it up. So down here on this end, you can see the Golden Eagle line and the HDJ on that free throw line right there in front of his feet. That's where you need a guy to spot up on that press to break it. If he can get into that area after you inbound the ball, work it inside to out, kind of like a triangle, you'll see they'll work it into that far side corner. Then they'll pass it to the HDJ mark, and then that guy will sprint up the sideline, and he'll have a lot of room on that sideline. I've seen it done a million times. They just need to execute it. Left to right, here they come. They hit one free throw, but not both of them. Oh, good defensive play there. It's going to stay in the Skyhawks' possession.
It's only a 10-point game. This game is nowhere near over here with 2 minutes left more than 2 minutes left here in the first half. They just need to, you know, feel the pressure a bit less.
Inside, Kriesig with the look. Ball's on the floor. It's a scramble. And finally, they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow points in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks. Inbound underneath the hoop. Play number 3, boys. Play number 3. Underneath the hoop, Rako's the inbounder. He'll try to get it in, but it won't be effectively done. Give it another shot.
And it's that type of game to this point, just a lot of pressuring from both defenses, just not a lot of action without, you know, there's a lot of stoppage.
Yeah, a lot of stoppage for sure with free throws. And oh, that was a bad pass right off the bat. Daniel Schmidt takes it, and no press here, so they get the opportunity to get it up court on their own time here. Zach Bogro, far side wing. Bogro gives it up. Drive, no good. You need to make the most of those possessions. John Walsh has not done that to this point. He struggled to knock down layups and shots, and he's been really rushed. Rako with the ball now.
Oh, he
good
tried
screen.
to split the defenders, and he just went plunging
Gotta
to the
be
floor
a foul
there.
Yeah, Daniel Schmidt will go to the line. He gives Kriesig a little shoulder tap there, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little unsportsmanlike there.
I'm starting to think there's gonna be a little controversy here.
They're getting scrappy.
And the ref had to tell the bench to be quiet there.
They've had enough. Daniel Schmidt at the line now. Could narrow it to 8. Would be very, very effective to narrow that lead down to 8 at this point in the game. Knocks down the first one.
Can be big if you get it under 10.
Yep, for sure. Going into the half, mental daggers, like you said, you know, it can actually put a little bit of doubt in the Johnsburg head. Second one is up, and he's been money from the line. Daniel Schmidt, a guy who practices his free throws.
Yeah, and that's
he
your
doesn't
big
miss
man.
very often.
That's your big man, Goose, and he's got 4 points all off of free throws.
28-20, if you can get a defensive stop here.
On 1-and-1s too, so that's your guy you want to be shooting.
Pretty sure it's not 28-21. I don't think that that's right, but right now the scoreboard reads 28-21. Dribble drive by Shelton. That ball stripped, and it's going to be off on a white jersey, but they are going to be able to set up the press here.
And then that's just a big man trying to do too much.
I'm pretty sure it's 20 right now. Bogoro trapped. Yep, that's another long, risky pass, but they get away with it.
Well,
oh my God, they just have been stymied by this defense.
Well, let's do the math here with the score. It was 28-18.
That's what I thought.
And he hit 2 free throws. So.
That's not too hard now, is it? Three-pointers up, and that one is good. A big three-pointer to put him up by 11 here. That was a nice three-pointer from Bryce Smith.
Just get it across half court.
There it is. They got it there.
There you go. Now work your offense. Don't let them rush you into a bad shot.
There's a pretty bad shot there. The number 24 throws that one up. That's Danny Clark. (31-20) here in the Jacobs High School gym. Good rebound there. Here they come.
Not a lot of time left here.
25 seconds.
They could hold for a last shot if they please to, but doesn't
he
look
has
like
been really wild
funky.
this game. Yeah. Bogoro can't get that one to fall. 10 seconds left, and this is going to be throws it up, no good, and the putback will not go. We read 31-20. The gym has 31-21, but we're pretty sure that's wrong.
Yeah.
Johnsburg is in the lead by 11 at the half. We're going to crunch some numbers really quickly. We'll bring you some scoring, and then we're going to send it to break. Definite leader is Tanner Kriesig with a mighty 15 in the first half. He's on pace for 30. Other than that, it's just here and there pieces chipping in. What do you got on the Cary Grove side?
Well, right now I got Adam Locke with 3, Selsk has 2, Clark with 4, Schmidt with 4, doing most of their scoring in the second quarter, and Bugaro with 6, who didn't do really anything in the second quarter. And I think that they just need their guys to come together in that locker room and just they need to.
So what they need to do on that trap, we had it there for a second. We lost the feed. I'm not quite too sure why, but they need to work that ball into the middle and work it from that middle point to the corners of the.
Yeah, you don't want to stay on the sidelines of the court, that's for sure.
I'm not quite too sure why we lost the feed of the screen here, but we'll try to show it to you when we come back later. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Liam O'Connor here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic here on the Beacon Network. We'll see you soon. And we are back here in the Jacobs High School gym. I'm Brandon Giese sitting alongside Liam O'Connor in it's the Hinkle Holiday Classic.
Get pumped.
Brought to you by Meyer. Higher standards, lower prices. And it's been a good game so far. We've seen a tough goal. The team, they got to learn to break the press.
And we should be getting back here pretty soon. And it's going to be a good second half. You know, like last game, it was 32-20 at halftime, and that game turned out to be
a runaway,
a blowout. But I don't think that's going to be the case here for this game. This one's going to come down to a nail biter.
So we checked the scorers table. It is indeed 31-21. That was my mishap there. Nevertheless, here they come. No trap on this one. Here comes Selske. Selske gives it up to Locke. Locke. Selske with it. Bulgaro for three. Bang!
Oh, and there it is. When he's open, he's pretty much unstoppable.
31-24. And now, just like that, this lead is being trimmed. Tried to bounce it off of him, and it's bounced in between his legs. Jump ball, possession arrow points in favor.
And they came out of the locker room hungry.
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
I think I'm a little hungry up here in the booth.
Wow. Okay, well,
nevertheless, Johnsburg has the ball now. We get to see a little bit more of them as now they're on the near side. 31-24, 7 minutes remain.
They've come out bringing a little. They say you're gonna pressure us, we'll pressure right back. I mean that's one way to look at it.
Back rim, no good. Rebound tapped around. They're gonna call a push on Locke, and he is in some serious foul trouble. Adam Locke has had a tough go of it so far.
And he's lost his temper a little bit throughout this game as well.
Yeah.
He had a three early on to start the game, and since then, I mean, the pressure has really, gotten in his head.
Into the corner, Whiting for three, no good. Rebound, controlled by Kriesig. Kriesig gives it up to Whiting. Fire again, young man, no good. Rebound, tapped around, and Whiting gets his own shot back. Gives it up to Bean. Joe Bean gives it right back to Whiting, and they're gonna reset.
And why not? You got all the time in the world. That's what Cary Grove needs to do as well.
Cary Grove with the rebound, that's Daniel Schmidt.
No pressure, just relax. 8-point game.
Yep, let's chip into this lead. Let's see a close one. I'd like to see an OT. They're always fun to watch. Seen some classics at the holiday tournaments that we've done in the recent memory.
And he tries
they're
to
going to
split
call a
the
foul there,
defenders.
yep.
He had two guys on the perimeter, and he tried to split the defenders. When you got two defenders by you, there's most likely there's gonna be someone open, so you gotta pass it out.
Inbounder appears to be Selske. He inbounds to the top. Bulgaro with it. Far side swing, Selske. Walter thought about it.
And they're playing hot potato over there.
Bulgaro for three, don't let him shoot. Oh, he's been pretty hot so far from beyond the mark. Michael Shelton now, 6'6" big man, likes to play on the perimeter though. Far side swing to Whiting. Whiting had a good look, he passed up on it, he's gonna take it in himself.
He's waiting for the defense to bite there. Maybe he shouldn't have done that and just taken the shot.
5 minutes and 43 seconds left.
So we got a 7-point game then.
31-24 in favor of the Johnsburg squad. Our graphic up there shows the score that we thought was correct, but it is indeed 31-24 as the big board reads.
A little bit of a funky shot there, and a goofy turnover.
A goofy turnover, I like it. Inbounder will be.
I don't like it.
Jimmy
I want them to stop turning over the ball. I want to see some offense here.
I want to see Cary Grove get back into this game.
And they definitely have the ability.
They definitely do. They just haven't played to their full talent here quite yet. Bulgaro, far side wing. Gives it up to Schmidt.
Oh, there he is, down low.
Bogaro puts it up, and one opportunity.
Feed the big man, he is hungry.
Zach Bogaro will go to the line and possibly make this a close game here in the
He's not
Jacobs High School gym.
He's not even the big man, he's just getting big on them.
Zach Bogaro, listed at 6 foot. Plays every bit of that.
6-point third quarter for him. He's the only Cary Grove Trojan to score to this point.
And he's the only player to score to this point in the second half alone, as the Johnsburg squad is still on the 0 mark. Shelton goes up, no good. Rebound controlled.
And he needs to dunk that ball.
Go up strong.
Oh, nice feed.
4-point game, just like that.
Ooh.
Some nifty dribbles there. Inside, Daniel Schmidt.
Schmitty.
Walter thought about it and swing it to Bogaro. The only man to score in the third quarter. This is the pace they want to run.
Oh, you can't leave him open.
He got him with the fake. He had a grade A look because he got him with the up fake.
Yeah, and now they're right back in the game, so that shot would have been
huge.
Humongous,
that would have been a 1-point game. Far side wing, that's Bean.
And this is the basketball game we've expected to see.
Yep, so far this is see, the thing is, if Johnsburg gets a bucket anytime soon, they'll run that trap again, and that could spell trouble for Cary Grove. So being sound defensively for them might be the biggest plus side to their offense. 4 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here on the clock. 31-27 in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks.
It's been a scoreless second half so far for Johnsburg.
Bean dribble drive. He's going into a sea of blue.
Schmitty with a swat.
And then they finally get their first bucket of this quarter. Here's the trap is on.
All you got to, they don't.
Oh, wow.
They really don't have the ball handlers to get past one lanky guy. That's shocking.
Here comes Schmidt, or excuse me, Selsky. He's had enough.
He's going to explode through the defense.
Oh, one more pass. He had him.
You got to find him.
We're both saying, oh, at the same thing, because we're seeing it at the same time.
You know who? Up on the monitor, I can see everything.
Pass. Shelton now with it. And Tanner Kriesig has played an outstanding game to this point.
10-point game now.
And another bad pass.
We got Odell Beckham.
Oh, last touch by Daniel Schmidt. Oh, I don't know about that one. Gonna call a full timeout over there on the Cary Grove sidelines. 37-27, just like that. We thought they were gonna chip back, and it's once again that 10-point lead that Johnsburg has had pretty much most of this game.
We've seen a fairly even quarter to this point. First it was Cary Grove, then Johnsburg struck back, and they're back to the same deficit it was at halftime. So kind of a wash right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything that you'd be saying to Johnsburg at this point if you were the coach?
Johnsburg's not the team that needs much saying. I think Cary Grove, the thing that you really need to preach is, you know, if we're not going to break this trap, that's fine. But the biggest thing you can do to help your offense is play good defensively sound basketball. This team does not run the trap if they don't score. We can't score against the trap. That would be what I would say. I'm sorry, but we're not breaking the trap effectively.
And if you're Johnsburg with a 10-point lead, what are you saying?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Run that trap, pressure the ball handlers, and make them play a game that they're not comfortable with. That up front, up-paced tempo, not something that they really are experts in, as you can see. Inbound will be Schmidt.
Get that ball in.
Yeah, got to get it in there.
Oh, he's down there.
Oh, there it is, the middle of the floor. Just like that, it's a 2-on-1 break, and he finishes. Quinn Selsky with the finish.
And someone besides Bogaro is going to score this quarter.
37-29, 7-point game now. And that ball was turned over.
I I had a good view of that. Do you think he was out?
No, I did not see him out of bounds there, did you?
He looked like he might have saved that, but
Yeah, I don't know. They're running to the middle of the floor now, just like I've been begging them to do all game. Oh, what a nice finish there.
Nice little reverse
Jimmy Clark.
layup. Reverse. Little cha-cha slide there.
Yeah, there we go. We're bringing them all out. 31-37, 6-point game once again, and Johnsburg has struggled on defense just these past couple possessions. Let's see if they can settle this down.
Quick little stiff pump fake there.
Inside to Bogro, and he blew it.
You got to finish, fella.
Far side, there he is. Bryce Smith for three.
Don't do it.
Oh, that would have been a big dagger there. Mental dagger, I mean. Bogro with it now. No press is on, so let's see if they can set up the offense. That missed layup may come back to bite them there. Bogro missing that layup was pretty big. Cut the lead down to 4.
Oh, there he is. One more.
Daniel Schmidt, far side.
I like
Chris
that
Walter.
ball movement. I don't like that shot from that specific player. I don't think that's his range.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the shot he was comfortable with, but that's what they gave him. I'm more comfortable with that look than a contested look, though, for sure.
We'll put that shot up. No.
Nick Whiting with it. Inside.
Nice find.
Back out. No, Warren Nooser for 3, no good.
And
Bogro with it.
Bogro's getting a lot of long rebounds.
Yeah, that's probably, I think, his second straight, so. Inside to Schmidt. Schmidt throws up the left-handed hook, no good. That's something that we normally see him hit, too.
They got to let their game come to them. They don't got to force things here.
Kriesic had a good look at it. I think he was a little surprised with how good it was.
And Bogro is just...
Oh, bad pass by Bogro. See, he's been their best player, and he's also hurt them in a couple ways. Missing that layup, that turnover right there. 30 seconds remain in this quarter, 31-37. So they've cut the lead down a little bit if they can hang on to this 6-point deficit. Warren Nooser down low. Oh, right at the free throw line. Kriesic, no good. You got to hit that.
Now they have a chance for the last possession. That's huge.
Yep, if they could get a bucket here. They got to hurry. 7 seconds left.
4.
Oh, good move. Underneath to Walter, and he gets that to go. Now, once again, I'm saying that could come back to bite you. If they make a layup there, Bogro does, that's a 2-point game.
Like I've been saying, that's what you got to do, especially the late quarters. People think, okay, the time's winding down, just put up a funky shot. But those possessions can be really huge moving forward. Now the momentum is shifting towards Cary Grove.
I mean, they did control that period for sure. I mean, not a lot of scoring here for the Johnsburg team, just 6 points that whole quarter. So, I mean, Cary Grove definitely outscored them. One player alone.
12-6.
So double it.
Them there. So do that again, they win by 2.
Do that again, you get a win. So that's all we have to say about that one. That's what you need. This is definitely going to be a fun one to wind down with.
And I want to see something exciting. Wake me up. It's early in the morning. I'm here broadcasting, and it's a nice day for basketball. It's rainy outside, but it's not rainy inside.
Yep, exactly. This is the kind of day that you want to spend in the gym. Let's see if they can pull something out here and make it a close one. 33-37 in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks. If you're just joining us now, I'm Brandon Giese alongside Liam O'Connor. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic in the Jacobs High School Gym, brought to you by Meyer. Higher standard, lower prices. They break the huddles, and here we go. It's the fourth quarter of a 33-37 game. Pretty low scoring. You might be thinking that. That's because the defense has reigned true. Johnsburg has played an incredible trap so far. That's done a very good job of slowing down the offense of Cary Grove. They finally found a way to get on the board and win a quarter last quarter, so let's see if they can do it again. Johnsburg possesses it the first time. In the far side, that's going to be Bryce Smith. Inside to Shelton. They throw a quick pass off the board and right back to him. You can't get much luckier than that.
Nope, that's an assist to the backboard there.
And they run the trap. And now they're breaking it to the middle. I've been asking them to do it all game.
That's the ball movement that you look for, not the silly turnovers.
Breaking the trap to the middle of the court is the way to get it done. I've been asking for it. They haven't been getting it done. Michael Shelton, a big block.
You don't want the big man taking the ball down there.
Nusser for three, no chance. He was looking for a embellishment foul there.
And there's
Schmidt, Mitch Schmidt comes back and blocks him on the other end. Long pass.
Oh, what a play.
Trickery. That
what
can ignite a bench.
There.
35-39 now. That's a foul underneath the hoop. And Warren Nusser will be at the line.
There was a lot of blocks there for a while. I thought we were at Thanksgiving. There was a lot of stuffing going around.
Oh, man, they were passing the stuffing around, huh? Warren Nusser at the line.
Both teams, it was come up the court, swat. Come down the court, swat.
Johnsburg now hanging on to a 5-point lead. They could possibly make it 6 if he knocks this one down.
That's a hard dribble there.
Does, yep. Inbound will be Schmidt. Break it to the middle. That's what they're looking to do. Get the ball to the middle. Oh, he breaks it on the sideline there. Quick outlet.
Oh, he's baseline. The reverse.
Oh, that would have been a nice play. Not the best look, though. Krasik takes it in. He's been the high point man.
Pressuring.
Oh,
a lot
Schmidt
of pressure from the
block
defense. That's good defense right there. And now he's throwing elbows. He needs to relax a little.
One of those catches at nose, and next thing you know, we got a bloody court. Locke with it, gives it right back. Adam Locke, haven't seen a lot of him. He's been in some foul trouble.
He's going to get the screen there. And you're right, not a lot of handlers. They try to dribble and they just lose it.
Locke with it now.
I'd say some of their best handlers are their big men. Like Schmidt's got a good handle for the ball.
This is a possession that you like to see out of the Trojans. Kind of methodical, waiting for a good look.
Yeah, they're not hurrying because
they're not
they don't
forcing
have
anything.
to.
Yeah, they're not.
And that's what teams need to understand.
At some point, there's got to be a sense of urgency. But right now, oh, a tough call there. Johnsburg bench did not like the call. Third one on Michael Shelton. Timeout called by Cary Grove. They gotta get a little run going on here. They need to cut into this deficit, make it at least a 2-pointer coming down to the last couple minutes. 5:42 left, so they do have the time.
And I think that's a good timeout. They need to relax because this is a crucial possession here. You know, you don't get much possessions that are
good
long
look.
and
good look right there in the huddle. They're drawing up a sideline inbound play, it appears.
Yeah, they really want to score on this possession. They've had the ball for so long. You don't want to, you know, come out, waste all that time for nothing here.
Another good look into a huddle here. Remember back in the day, we used to have the crane cam. We'd put that thing right on top of the coach's head and look inside the huddle.
Wow.
It was,
that's a little controversial.
I'm sure it was pretty annoying. I think that might be why we don't have it here.
The coach is no cran cam.
Schmidt with a look,
for
no
a drawn
good.
up play, that was a quick one.
Yeah, it was a good look. They got what they wanted. Daniel Schmidt's had a really rough go of it so far, and they need him to get it going if they want to chip back into this game.
We've seen him on on day. We've seen him on an off day, and
Krasik draws the.
And he looked like Luke Kuechly on that one with a tackle there.
Luke Kuechly
of the Carolina Panthers.
Undefeated Carolina Panthers. Keep that in mind. Inbounders Whiting. Oh, what a play drawn up there. They didn't get it to go, but he had a look. Call it a jump. Possession arrow points in favor of the Trojans. All right, the press is on. Let's see if they can break it.
Well, they've been able to this half, and
This,
which is definitely what helped them get back into this game.
Oh, yep, there it is. Drawn up to a T.
Oh, you got to pass that ball, but
a good bucket.
wow.
You wanted the and one, Jimmy Clark.
Hey, never mind. By all means, do your thing.
Oh, far side swing. Shelton's wide open. Oh, I don't know about that one. That looked like a clean block to me. Shelton, nevertheless, will be at the line. 37-41 now in favor of the, in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks. Shelton puts the ball up. Back rim and no good. Michael Shelton had a pretty rough game as well.
Cary Grove loves that. Get the big man to the line. Hack a big man.
Hack a shack.
I don't know if we wanna demoralize the kid there and call him Shaq at the line.
The press is relaxed a little bit. They've been breaking the press, so they're relaxing back on it. Far swing pass.
There we go. Now you can establish your offense.
Yep, exactly. Now they have noticed that the press hasn't been working as well, so they're backing off a bit, and that might play into the favor of the Trojans.
Nice little move there. Trying to get some open room, and they can't do it. That's good defense right there by Johnsburg.
Yep, very good defense. Adam Locke inside. Tries to get the ball out, can't quite get it there. Moving the ball around. They really haven't had a great look so far in this possession. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. You kind of got to get some quick buckets here. There's one right there, and he blew it. He blew it. That is going to be the story of the game. Cary Grove had some good looks there, and they just they have not come through.
And ooh, you got to get that ball, get it up ahead.
Definitely going to draw some contact there. Jimmy Clark going to the line.
There's Jimmy Clark. He's had some scoring in each quarter, so he's had a nice, well-rounded game, scoring in every quarter.
They definitely need these free throws to go. Could narrow this down to just a 3-point lead, one possession
Put their
game.
hands up like they put on some icy hot under their arms.
Waiting for the deodorant to dry. Jimmy Clark. I mean, Cary Grove has been given the opportunity to come back in this game multiple chances, and they have not taken the game by the reins. 38-42, 4-point lead for the Johnsburg Skyhawks.
Oh, and he bats it away.
Big turnover there. Daniel Schmidt will go down and he'll score. He'll score at the biggest time. Daniel Schmidt makes it a 2-point. When you let a team hang around, Liam, they like to come back. Cary Grove Trojans, interesting. 40-42 here in the Jacobs High School gym.
And how much time we got left?
3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Ooh, this is going to come down to the wire, and that's what I like to see.
Cary Grove has outplayed Johnsburg in every fathom of the second half.
Definitely, and they've learned to overcome the pressure. They went into the locker room, they say, look, we got to deal with it, so let's just relax and play the way that we can play. And that's what they've done so far. They've come out and made it a 2-point game. Like I said, I mean, they were down by 10 at half, but it's never over. It's never over.
It is never over in high school basketball until the last horn is blown. (42-40). Inbounder will be.
And the ref saying, come on, come on.
Let's get this going. Come on, boys. They got a lunch date to make. Tanner Kriesig underneath the hoop will be the inbounder. They're going full court pressure now as well. Cary Grove looks like a man-to-man full court pressure. I've never been a fan. Oh, and they get the steal.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, and they give it right back. Daniel Schmidt. And that's a blown layup, and they're going to get the ball back.
That's a big man missing a big shot there.
Yep, Tanner Kriesik had a great early morning into afternoon game so far.
And Cary Grove looks like they're in control at this point.
Yeah, they're firing on all cylinders.
We haven't seen much from Johnsburg at all this quarter.
Just a measly 5 points from Johnsburg in this quarter. Bulgaro, no good.
That would have been huge.
Schmidt tried to fight for the board.
Get up. You can't be lying. Whoa, he's
wide open. They got away with one there. Schmidt, they're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of Johnsburg.
That's good hustle by 12, but I think Schmidt had possession there. I don't know if you can
Tanner
call that.
Kriesik was the one who had the hustle play there. 3 minutes remain. 42-40.
3 minutes remain, and it's a 2-point game.
Oh, that one's an easy bucket for Tanner Kriesik.
And he's having a solid game.
Yeah, that puts him up to 21 points.
Wow. That's just about half their points.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That is just about half. Puts up a wild shot and gets it to fall. That's Quinn Selski. And they're not going to die easy here. 42-44, 44-42 in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks. Passing to the corner, Bryce Smith with it. He's going to put up a floater short, and they got a chance to tie it.
And that's a big boy rebound. He just slapped it down.
Yeah, you can hear that one all the way back home in Elgin. Far side swing, Locke. Had an average look at best.
I think it was worth passing up because they needed.
Oh, big miss by Schmidt.
And he's missed a lot of shots that he could make today. And we've seen him really on, and I think.
Back tap, no
wow,
good.
That's good defense. They're pressuring them now. This is coming down to the wire here.
Minute 51, that could close it. Yeah, that's a big shot there by Tanner Kriesik. Who else? 46-42. Really need a bucket on this possession if you're the Cary Grove Trojans.
Let's see if they'll do just that.
Really
right
need
back
a bucket.
To him, right back to him.
Oh, step behind the line. If he stepped into it, he might have hit it.
He had plenty of time to. That's just getting in your own head there. And
a crucial turnover there.
That could make up for the bad shot selection there.
I wouldn't say bad shot selection. He just had to step into it, and then he would have had it.
Well, that's what I mean. You gotta come in a little bit. Shooting from Curry range there.
Oh, that was a crazy looking pass off the hands of Selski, excuse me. Oh, no contact
no
there.
Call.
Wow.
It's coming down to the wire. They don't want to make too many calls here.
A minute remains.
Got to turn that ball.
Lead. Timeout by Johnsburg. 48-42. What are you saying to your team if you're the Cary Grove squad?
4-point game. You got to force a turnover. It's not like it's impossible. They've done it. Both teams have done it all game. Got to force a turnover, get that ball back, hit a shot, 2 or 3, doesn't matter. Make it a one-possession game. That's what you got to do. Coming down to the wire with about a minute to go here.
Yeah, it's been a very close game, that's for sure. Just this full minute left. 46-42 in favor of the Johnsburg Skyhawks. If you're just joining us, you came at the right time. We're coming down to the wire here, and it's been a pretty incredible game so far.
Right down to the wire. It's definitely going to come down to a last shot,
yep.
I'm thinking.
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping. I want to see something. Wake me up.
Wake me up before you go. Now we're just getting a little
having American
wild.
Idol here.
Warren Nusser is going to be the inbounder for the Skyhawks.
Got to turn this ball over.
Whiting now with it.
Got to turn this ball over. It's a long possession they could have if you let them toss it around like a hot potato.
Yep, you definitely need to pressure them into the corners or do whatever you can to get a turnover here.
And that's exactly what they're doing right now.
There it is.
There it is. There's that turnover.
That's going to be blue basketball. Took a lot of time off, though.
They sure did.
20 seconds in that possession alone.
It's either basket or it's done here. If you would ask me.
If you miss a basket here, you got to hope for some misses at the free throw line. And there's plenty of fouls to give here.
They got to push it.
Plenty of fouls to give here if you're both teams. Lock deep. No good. Rebound by Schmidt underneath the hoop, and he puts it in.
Schmitty with the big bucket when it counts.
Daniel Schmidt has had a rough afternoon so far, but he finds a way to fight through the struggles and put in a big bucket. Yep.
That's a big boy, and that's a big board. That's a huge shot. 2-point game now.
22.6 left on the clock.
And with how many turnovers we've seen this game, you know what I'm saying? If I'm the coach, don't foul right away. Do not foul right away.
3 fouls to give, too. So if they get by you, just wrap them up. Why not? You know, you get another chance at that inbound turnover.
Yeah, at this point, if they get by you, foul them. If they don't, pressure that ball.
Make sure it's not a clear path, but you got plenty of fouls to give here if you don't get the steal off the inbound. So high pressure, definitely stick to your guy. You want your hip on his hip. You're attached. You got to be there. Even a 6-second violation would be huge. You know, they can't get the ball in. You need the ball back. That's the bottom line. And I think you got to foul the right guy.
They should know who to foul. That's all in the tapes.
Looking at the stat sheet, not a lot of free throw shots so far. Kresick and Shelton both have a miss at the line, but you got to know who to foul, that's for sure. Stick to your man and trap if they get it in.
Oh, and he's going deep.
Yep, they had the deep ball open there for a second.
They had someone going for the Hail Mary.
They're going to call a foul there.
I guess that's not too bad a foul considering they have fouls to give.
Yep, and now they get to do that whole possession again. They get to do the inbound guard again.
Do they still have 2 to give?
Yep, I believe they still have 2 fouls to give. Well, actually, they just changed it to 10, so team 5th, but they changed it to 10 on the board. Yeah, team 5th foul, so they still have they got 2 to give before they're in the, looks like a 30-second timeout by Cary Grove. Draw up something unique because you need the ball back, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Do they have any timeouts? Yeah, they have a timeout remaining, so if they do get the ball back, they can call a timeout, draw up a play.
They could use Gary the Glove right now, steal that ball.
Gary the Glove.
Gary the Glove Payton.
Man.
But in all seriousness, a turnover would be huge. They don't want them to go to the line. You make 2, it's a 2-possession game.
What are you doing for Johnsburg? Even if they only make 1, you can get a tie with a 3, but
if you're Johnsburg, just
get the ball in.
Try to get that ball to your they know who their best free throw shooters are. Get it into one of them. Get it in and move the ball around if they let you.
They got nowhere to go with it. They call a timeout. That's what you want if you're Cary Grove. Do it again.
That's good pressure right there.
Full timeout by the Skyhawks.
And I imagine that Johnsburg's coach is not very happy after that one. Considering he just drew up a play, now he's got to draw up something different.
Apparently he's not drawing up a play here. Now he's down on the board. Let's see what he goes with. Let's see if we can get a good look at it.
Let's try this one out for size.
He's preaching. He's down there preaching to the team.
It's not impossible to get the ball in. Just maybe a quick fake left and go right, and someone can get the ball. I mean, at this point, if you can't get the ball in, you're going to
go to the line. Yeah, you're gonna go to the line, regardless.
I'd rather you get a bad free throw shooter than no shot at all.
Yeah, right. Oh, they're playing some jams down there right now. Inbounders.
Cary Grove is ready to go.
Yep, they're ready. Inbounder looks to be number 15, Bryce Smith. Excuse me, it's going to be Michael Racco, the inbounder for the Skyhawks. Extra man deep to play defense for the Cary Grove Trojans. Again, I don't see anywhere to go. And that's going to be them. That's a turnover. That's a big
Cary
play.
Grove's ball. Wow.
And they're going to have that possession that we were hoping for.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
16.2 seconds left.
If they can get that ball to a three-shooter, this could be.
They're not going to call a timeout. They have a timeout. I would imagine you'd want to draw up a play. No draw. Bogerol for three for the win.
He hit it!
Zach Bogerol with a big three.
Unbelievable!
Throw it up the court quickly. That's going to be their ball. What
And
a
like I
crazy
said,
turn of events.
You give him the ball, he's open at the three. He is a bad man.
Zach Bogerol
Unbelievable.
knocks down the big shot.
And what did I tell you, folks? I told you it was going to be a good one.
You let a team hang around, and they find a way to make you pay. Zach Bogerol for three.
He is a bad man for that shot. That was clutch.
Wow, that's a big defensive lapse. I mean, they had him wide open in that corner.
Wide
the one
open.
guy.
I mean, don't quote me on this, but I think maybe they had that play in the back of their minds.
We got a replay on the big shot there for Zach Bogerol. Let's see if we can find the defensive lapse here. Tempting to go to replay here. Let's see if we can get this bad boy up. And here, I believe here it comes. All right, so here's the replay on this one here. Inbound straight out to the wing, and he's just wide open.
That was number 12 right there.
That was a lapse on Cary for sure. There was no doubt about it there.
And that's a huge shot. Big-time players make big-time plays, and Bogerol is their leading scorer tonight.
All right, now we're in the same spot. Just get the ball in, right? Locke gets it, and they're going to foul. They're going to foul. So this game is not over.
No, not at all. It's never over.
They had some fouls to give, I think, right? Yeah, they still have another one until
they got to foul quickly then.
Until the bonus situation.
There's no seconds to waste down here.
They got nowhere to go with it. Inbound is turned over. Kriesik for the win. Oh, he's going to the line.
Oh, my
Lord.
What a turn of events here. All it took was an inbound, and they turned the ball over. This is really it's been a wild
couple minutes here. Not even minutes, 18 seconds. My God. Tanner Kriesik at the line. All he needs is one to force an OT.
Wow.
First one is
huge.
up, and it's good. Tanner Kriesik.
This is where practicing your free throws, this is why it matters. This is why we say free throws matter. This is a game of free throws now.
Kriesik pounds it off the floor, spins it into his grip to take the lead. Nothing but the bottom of the twine. And just as the miracle had happened for Cary Grove, it's going to collapse. Down the court quickly, they throw it up. It's not going to go. 48-47 win. Do they call a foul? Are they calling a foul? This is some major
Goose, this is what I think just happened. I believe there was a foul. I don't think it happened in time. I think it was after the buzzer when he put up the shot for the foul. So if I were the ref, I would say there's no foul call, and Johnsburg had won this game.
They're going to call that's the game. And
like I said,
you got to be a little upset if you're Cary Grove there, but it might have happened after the whistle.
It's all turnovers,
wow.
Costly turnovers, and this game just turned around very quickly.
If you're just joining us, it was quite a turn of events for Johnsburg to win this game. They had to lead the whole game just to give the lead back to Cary Grove with just 13 seconds left. Zach Bogerol hit a big three in the corner, and then down on the other end, they couldn't inbound the ball. Kriesik goes to the line, knocks down 2 free throws, and that's going to do it for you. Tanner Kriesik, a big day overall for him, and he is the hero. 25 points for Tanner Kriesik, and the 2 biggest come at the line.
And like I said, that's when hitting your free throws, making your free throws in practice, that's when it comes up big. And he came through. They got a turnover, he got the ball. I guess that was the right guy.
I mean, Zach Bogro, you can't hit a much bigger shot than he hit in the corner there for 3, and then end up still on the losing end of a great game. 48-47 in favor of Johnsburg. We're going to send it to a quick break, and then we'll bring it back to you. You got Lakes Community Eagles taking on the South Elgin Storm. We'll be back right after this short break.